What's happening, troops? So, serious chat time here. Let's discuss WWE 2K26. Things ain't good. I ain't having fun. Now, this video, I'm coming at it from my personal viewpoint. We'll have our preferences, our takes, our likes and dislikes. I'm not going to tell somebody what's good, what's bad. This is just me, how I'm feeling, how I see where the games are going, how little fun I'm having, and the kind of peak thing for me is I'm done. I'm finitoed. It's over. I'm not having fun anymore. Now, I've been playing wrestling games since it looked like this, and this, all the way through to 2K. I've been watching wrestling, playing wrestling. This is why it is always a main focal for making videos, sitting here streaming the games all the time. Now, I do play other things. I've never been too kind of chained to a certain game, but the 2K stuff, the wrestling stuff is every year always one of my main ones for a good chunk of my time, purely because of the love and the passion of the sport, of the product. Always love it, always get hyped for it. Last year, it was dwindling a little bit. This year, I always go into them optimistic. The old saying, you'd rather be optimistic than wrong and pessimistic than right, or whatever it is. I always go in open-minded, just ready to shake off whatever came the prior year. And this year, things... It's just been hard to get some momentum, to enjoy myself, to get some fun. It has just been tough. Now, obviously, Season 2 just dropped. The pass has been the hot topic since it got released. Season 1, I was willing to just, get a wee bit leeway. Kind of, they're fleshing out, taking feedback. Totally get that. I didn't complain about things too much. But in Season 2... It's just tough. We pay a lot of money for these games. In today's climate, we're fucking struggling for fuel, electricity, food shopping. The world ain't a fun place. And to be forking out all this money for the games year in, year out, for the hope that it's going to be good. Season 2 pass is just no being great. Obviously, there's a few seasons to go. Maybe it'll improve. But if you're going for Season 1 to Season 2, it ain't good. Now, big takeaways for me is the Borderlands stuff. Kinda cool. And its own little realm, world. Take it out the season pass. Have like a extra wee fucking... season event thing. You can maybe pay $10 for it if you want. Here's your main season pass, here's your Borderlands pass. I get it, 2K crossover, artistically something quite cool, but the caveat for me for that is it's artistically cool, looks cool, but then when we get base game, base superstars missing for the roster, and we get the stuff that looks like it's took a lot of time. I ain't taking anything away for the calibre of what they've done. If anything, it's worked against them for me, because we've had the Obafemi appearance drama. Props to them. They've added an updated look in, but at the very end of the pass, why can that no just be a base one for Oba, where we're like, Ken, what? He's updated a wee bit. Base version of Oba, hair locks are down. The entrance is still pretty much the same and not as accurate as it could be. But it feels like such a 2K thing right now, where it's something good, but just delivered so poorly. That's the final tier of the pass, is an updated look for Oba. Just put it in the base game. Have a good showy grace to the community. Be like, here you go. Here's this little update. Again, little improvements. Chelsea Green with the unpretty hair finisher getting tweaked in. Like it. The season pass. There's some new moves. That's cool. We've obviously had the bonus of the move in the DLC superstars to tier 1 again. Props for that. But the rest of the filler. Now, I'm more than willing to accept season passes, battle passes, fucking ringside passes, whatever you want to put the wee bone and rename it and repackage. It's just a battle pass. 2026, I said this in another video, you can't get away with it, you can't avoid it. I'm willing to just eat that horrible, awkward sized pill and just be like, you know what, that's just part of modern gaming. And I know every tier can't be a banger, it can't be a banger after banger after banger.
Banger after banger after banger.
There needs to be a wee bit filler and a wee bit fluff in there to make other tiers pop out. And again, props to moving the DLC to that first tier. But when we're getting nameplates, Faction Wars tickets in a premium tier, like, brother, come on, we're not putting Faction Wars in a premium. There ain't no way that seems like that's a great bit of business. Like, even like the nameplates and stuff, fucking emotes for the island. Again, I'm not expecting, boom, every tier to be amazing, but we've got a Monday Night Wars theme edition for the game. We've got like the WCW stuff, Attitude Era stuff, the IPs that they have at their disposal. The AAA stuff was amazing at launch, absolutely amazing. Loved the AAA stuff, arenas, titles, everything like that. And when I seen WCW Thunder, I mentioned that one in my videos, in the base game, I got quite excited. I was like, oh, Thunder's in there. Maybe we'll get some new arenas in here, season passes. Maybe they'll kind of just bring the heat, do a good job. But no, season 2, we've got emotes, nameplates, Faction War tickets, updated look for Oba. That should just be a base one, and then that's kind of it. Like, come on, guys, just meet us halfway. You're wanting our money. Just make us feel like we're getting some form of investment. And then the usual stuff we always see in every patch note: updated stability, connection for online improvements, just the vague every patch. And then when you go on Twitter and you go on other places, you see people having disconnects, issues online. The co-creators, every time, I say it every video, one of my favourite videos to make is just cherry picking, because I've been watching wrestling for 30 odd years. Every year I love just showcasing creators, their amazing creations for like my kind of favourite eras, 80s, 90s, WCW stuff, ECW stuff. And every year it feels like those guys are just getting hammered relentlessly. And for me, I've said it so many times, they're the life and soul of the game. They're what keep a lot of people invested. Again, this is just my personal take, like I said in the intro. Maybe you didn't download any, you're happy with the game, that's cool. This isn't me sitting here saying, boom, I'm right, you're wrong. This is me having a wee vent at my displeasure, where I think things are going wrong. Community creations are just such a highlight. People coming up with all sorts of creative stuff, whether it's attires, arenas, backstage areas, Marty M and his madness, his scaffolding and all this stuff. Like, the time and effort that takes. And every update, there's morphing issues, there's logo placement issues. Like, I'm not making the stuff and I feel demoralised, like, just seeing the struggles that they have and that overall kind of community vibe. I mean, social media, we're all going to complain about shit, where there's always going to be seas and negativity, whatever we biome you're living in, with what you like, dislike, people agreeing with you, disagreeing with you. But just the overall community vibe is just, it's so low. And again, this is why I'm just pretty much feeling like I'm just done putting loads of time into the game, making the videos. I'll still do some wee live streams here and there, jump on casually, do some stuff. But for just trying to play the game as a main game for the next few months, I can't do it. I just can't do it. The fun's no there. The community's just no dynamic. And that overall feel is just, everything's so somber and down. And we've got cool stuff like the ragdoll mechanics. Again, this isn't just a hit piece. Like, I hate this and I hate that, and they've dropped the ball, because I tell you what, the harsh reality is, I didn't see anybody better than 2K doing the game, coming from being a British dude and growing up with EA, like with FIFA, obviously just now EA, and how they've went that money route, and with pack packs and chasing stuff. Nobody's going to do anything drastically better than 2K. My hope's just always been that they see sense, they listen to feedback, we see improvements, and it just doesn't feel like it's there, and it's just hard to have a good time. I do not want to sit here and just not enjoy myself. Like, that is as simple as that for me. Again, it's one of my main bits of content, one of my main things, you know, get good numbers on it, this, that, and the other. I didn't care. I really didn't care. If I'm not having fun, I'm not sitting here making stuff, playing stuff. I just want to have a wee vent in this video, and then, like I say, it'll just be little bits and pieces for me here and there, because I don't want to be that guy that shits on the game, plays it all week, shits on the game every day, plays it every week, then shits on the game. I'm a simple man, as I'll be surprised to no one. Like, I'm a simple dude. If I ain't having fun, I ain't playing it. I'm not just sitting here faking it. Like, I'm not playing it. And the other thing, talking to that EA kind of thing with Ultimate Team Packs, MyFaction, I've made a couple of videos of MyFaction because I've came from that kind of realm with chasing packs. I like a wee bit gambling. I used to do a wee bit gambling here and there in the younger years before having kids and a house and stuff like that. Like, I like that kind of grind. I like that mindless thing. I've made videos about it before. I feel like, again, in a 2K fashion, MyFaction does have potential, but the execution's so poorly done, and I've made videos of how I would improve it, how I would fix it. We've got to give people decent packs. Like, SmackDown Hotel put a post up with all the personas that are coming for last year, and it is wild. Like, that many people to be in old personas to getting recycled, and we get them recycled every year, and every year, and every year. And then the odds are so high you getting them. I get it, it's a business, they want to make money, but you have to make the grind worth the time. And it's no worth the time. You're opening packs like these, and it's just duplicates. Bronze, it's the story of my life. I get some good ones here and there, don't get me wrong. I didn't spend any money in MyFaction. Never have, never will, but it's my most kind of played game mode, because I just like that. Rolling the dice and seeing what I get. But the tables have got to be hot sometimes. You've got to gear some good stuff. These persona cards, I know they've said online now a few times that they're working on certain personas no being time gated and stuff like that. Again, cool, good decision. But if we're keeping them permanent, it kind of doesn't matter, because you're going to have to sell your kidney, your wife, your third child to even try and get the cards you need for that persona.
Everybody's got a price for the $1 million man.
To then what? Get the game again next year, and then just have the same recycled cards coming back, and just hoping to whatever god you believe in that you're going to. The cycle is so tedious. So tedious. We need a wee bit more innovation, we need a wee bit more effort, we need easier pathways for the personas, make them permanent, maybe the cards you need, make some really difficult paths for them. We've got like World Tour, maybe we do like some sort of hybrid into that and change it, and you've got a huge fucking checklist to get card A, and then you need card A to get card B that leads to this amazing persona. But the fact that we're getting all these reused ones, the fact that we've got Attitude Era, Monday Night War edition stuff, and we're getting like Kurt Angle with hair as a persona. They're the types of stuff that should be in the passes. All this cool shit that's tied into all that. We've got all these versions of the game for what? For money. I've thought like, oh, the Monday Night War stuff, sweet. Maybe down the road we'll get all this cool shit. We'll get some retro ECW, WCW, like Attitude Era arenas and this and that, and some cool shit, and we've got nothing. It would just be like, oh cool, there's that nostalgia for you. Give us your money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money.
So that is kind of just where I'm at. Again, it's just frustrating. I'm going to have a wee moan in this video, and that's it. I can't be bothered doing breakdowns every update and analysing stuff and nitpicking stuff, because it gets tedious. There's enough people making negative shit constantly. This is just my wee bit I'm adding to it, and then I'm stepping back and I'm done But I did see where we go, Fury. I really didn't see where we go. There has been some good additions to the game this year, didn't get me wrong. Like I said, the ragdoll and stuff. There's been some cool wee features in there, but it's just like one step forward, 10,000 steps back. I don't know where we go. I don't know where the improvements come from. I will say I'll never get behind getting people shit online, like Cornell and stuff like that on Twitter. Like there's some people that put themselves on the firing line just to make some people feel like they're heard. And the amount of shit they get sometimes, like there's so many chefs in the kitchen for that game that it doesn't fall on the shoulders of like one or two people that kind of put themselves in the firing line of people's feedback. I always hate seeing that side of it. I try and get constructive feedback. Like I say, they just need to treat us better as consumers. Like everything's not going to be rosy. For me, I think the yearly releases is one of the biggest issues right now, because we get recycled content all the time. We get triggered because we have one thing one year and then we didn't have it next year. I would love to see a new engine kind of like done, something just for scratch, where we get this base game where it's just all new, built up, really well executed. This is your base roster, and they ditch the yearly thing, and then they can cash in on their season passes. New sign-ins, new call-ups for NXT, new people joining NXT, personas like left and right. Imagine just having, I feel like that's a win-win for them, because you're going to have that constant flow of money. We're off splashing out cash every year, so they're still getting their money regardless. But for me, if we just had a standalone game and it was like, boom, this is it, here's a wee update, every 3 months we get like a new season or something like that, a couple of wee bits and pieces, and just have a solid base. Then just every few months, new season, new this, new that. Here's a AAA themed one, here's a WCW one, here's a Cruiserweights one, here's the 80s. Like, just, I feel like that would just make things so much easier, because I think that's why we all get pissed off so much, because every year, stuff's here, stuff's gone, stuff's here, stuff's gone. Like, just get us a set game, and then maybe every 5 years or something, you do some really big update to the engine. Maybe it's like, alright, you know, here's new engine update, let's like, give us 10 quid, give us $10 to continue on this. If it was some notable, big, massive change where they're like, right, shit needs updated, it's going to be really hard work, but this is what you're getting out of it, like something like that. The yearly stuff is just, it's just a cash cow now. It's just a cash cow, it's lazy. As soon as we're all complaining about shit, and they're probably already just making the next game. So I feel like that's where the lack of caring comes from, because it's like, right, boom, get to January, the hype for the game comes, boom, game's out, and then they're already working on the next one. And I feel like that's where sometimes the disconnect comes from, because today you're like, alright, I sound cool. We'll manage some stuff for the first few months. I'll hit like October, November, and then it's like, cool, we're all done. So, that's it. That's me. Like I say, I'll do some wee streams here and there. I'll come on, do some grinding, because I'm a wrestling fucking nerd. I love this shit. I'm always going to just do, but as a main thing, I don't know what to sit here and fake it. I've no got it in me. Let me know in the comments, where are we at? Like I say, it's constructive, good stuff. I didn't want to be too like pissing and moaning about it, but it's just, it's no good. It's no good. Let me know even if you're enjoying it. Like I said, this isn't a hit piece on 2K to be like, fuck all yous, like, this sucks, let's burn it to the ground. Like I said, I generally didn't see anybody else doing a better job. Realistically, when I look at the landscape, I didn't see in it where like, great choice. But let me know how we finding it. I want to get a wee kind of feel, a wee kind of vibe check for where everybody's at. But that's it for me. I would say check me out for more content, but we're probably just going to be doing some other stuff. I've been a guy that kind of plays a wee bit of this and a wee bit of that and a wee bit of this anyway, so I'm always kind of mixing it up, but just have a good time. So whenever or wherever I see you, have a good one. Peace.